On March 18, 1990, two fake police officers entered Boston's Isabella Stewart Gardner Museum after midnight. They tied up two night guards and spent 81 minutes stealing 13 works of art.
This AI video format is pulling in millions of views on Shorts and YouTube right now, and creators are already turning it into ad revenue, affiliate income, and sponsorship deals. Today, I'm gonna rebuild it and show you why most people get it wrong. Now, before anyone gets excited, no, this isn't a get-rich-quick thing. But the reason this format matters is simple. It works across almost any niche. Documentary-style storytelling holds attention, and attention is what platforms pay for. Ad revenue, affiliate products, sponsors, or just traffic to your own store. The same structure supports all of it. But here's the thing most people miss. The money isn't in copying one viral video. It's in understanding the structure well enough to make original versions consistently. So let's break this format down. Look at the anatomy. The subject appears in the first second. The camera never stops moving. Every 3 to 4 seconds, there's new information. Cold colors, minimal text, and a payoff right at the end that makes you want the next one. All right, enough talk. Now let's actually build the video. To create the video, I will use one of the most powerful agentic video generator platforms called Flova AI. It works more like a production studio than a generator. You give it an idea, and it handles the writing, the character design, the shots, and the assembly. And now it's powered by the most powerful SEEDANCE 2.5. If you want to try it yourself, there's a link in the description. You'll get 300 free credits to start. Okay, we are inside the Flova AI dashboard. Here, in the prompt box, you can enter your idea and make the video, or you can create a new project and start making a video. I am creating a new project. Okay, the project is ready, and this is the project page. This is the prompt box where we have to enter the idea for our video. Now, before creating any video, we need a proper script or idea. Unsolved cases are one of the popular niches, and we can create documentary videos with this niche. Let's do some research first. I am coming to the prompt box and typing, "Can you please give me some famous and unsolved cases?" And here it is. We have got all the well-known unsolved cases from around the world. Just select one of them. Now, I will create the script. You can just ask the agent to create the script. However, I will use a ready prompt to create the script. You will find the prompt in the description box. Now, I won't enter the prompt in the agent text box. Instead, I will save it as the project document so I can use it later. I am creating a new document in the Docs tab. Now, I will copy and paste the prompt guide here and save it with the name. Once the script prompt guide is set, I will come to the prompt box and type, "Now, write a video script for the Gardner Museum heist case. Use." Now, I will add the prompt guide here. I am typing @ and then selecting the project document. After that, select the script prompt document. In the end, type as the prompt formula and hit the send button. And you can see that the agent is now writing the script. It's done. However, it wrote the script inside the prompt guide file, but I need a separate file so that I can use it later to make the next video. So I will ask the agent to create a separate script file and keep the prompt guide intact. And here it is. It's done. A new doc file has been added to the project document, and you can see the script here. Now preview the script, and if there's anything you want to change, you can do it manually or ask the agent to do it. Let's say I want to make a shorter version for tutorial purposes. And here it is. The shorter version of the script is ready. Okay, all of our entire script is ready. Now it's time to create the video. Now before moving forward, I will add two more documents to the project document. One for the image generation and another for the video generation. You will find them in the description. The process is the same as before. Create a new document, paste the full prompt, and save it. Save both files. Once done, come to the prompt box and type, "Now I want to create a 3D mannequin-style documentary video." You have to use, after that, add the 3D image prompt guide doc. Then type again, as the prompt guide to create the image prompts, and then add the 3D video prompt guide. And in the end, type, as the video prompt generation formula or guide. Don't rewrite the prompt guide doc. Now once you hit the send button, the agent will analyze the script and both the prompt guide. After that, it will add a skill. Skills are one of Flova's most innovative features. They're reusable creative workflows that you encode once, and the agent follows every time. You can preview it and modify if needed. I will talk about it later. After creating and applying the skill, the agent comes with options. The video aspect ratio. You can select one from here. I will go with 16:9 ratio. Now the agent will create the video specification. This will define what the video will be. The style, output duration. In one word, the short description of our video workflow. If you are not satisfied, you can customize it. Next, it will create the storyboard. Here you can see the storyboard. It creates the elements first, and after that, it creates the scene-by-scene description. It creates a total of 8 scenes for this video. This is list mode. If you want to go to the canvas mode, then click here. Now we are inside the canvas mode. You can preview all the elements and scenes here and customize if needed. Once done, you can create all the elements from here. I will ask the agent to do that. I will simply approve the storyboard. Now the agent will start creating the element images. It will create all the image prompts following the 3D image prompt generator guide from the project document. Once all the prompts are ready, it will start generating the images. And here it is. All the images are ready. This is really amazing. It creates all the characters and location images, and it perfectly follows the 3D mannequin style. Now if you find any issues with any image, you can fix it. Once done, we have to create the video clips. To do that, come to the prompt box and just approve the assets. Now the agent will analyze all the assets, storyboard scenes, and start writing detailed prompts using the 3D video prompt guide. Once all the prompts are ready, it will start generating the video clips. And here it is. The video clips are being generated, and you can see that it is using the latest SEEDANCE 2.5 model to generate the video. This is really amazing. It's longer. Generations can preserve a complete hook and pacing arc. A single segment can carry the attention grabber, information progression, and final payoff without splitting the rhythm into too many fragments. And multimodal references reduce dependence on text alone. Structural analysis, original characters or products, visual direction, action references, music, and audio cues can each have a defined purpose. Alright, all the video clips are ready. Now preview all the video clips, and if you find anything wrong, you can fix it. Because SEEDANCE 2.5 allows targeted editing that helps correct the part that breaks the format. For example, in this video, I want to apply a traditional dress on the mannequin figure. I will click on the video, and here's the editing text box. I will ask to add the dress, and SEEDANCE 2.5 will start generating the video. And here it is, it's done. You can see the result. It just applies a dress to the figure, and everything remains the same. Okay, all the video clips are ready. Now it's time to move forward. We just have to approve the video clips. Once you type approve and hit the send button, the agent will start the step, the audio generation. It will create the narration and BGM. It creates 2 BGMs. We just have to select one of them. I am selecting the longer one. Now the agent will assemble the final video. You will find the final video in the timeline mode. This is basically a basic video editor. You can customize your video here. Once you are done, click on the export button and then select the type. You can download it as a video, Premiere Profile, or export all the entire project file. Okay, my 3D documentary video is ready.
13 priceless objects vanished in one night, and more than 3 decades later, none has returned. 2 men in police uniforms were invited inside. How did they leave with one of history's greatest missing art collections? On March 18th, 1990, 2 fake police officers entered Boston's Isabella Stewart Gardner Museum after midnight. They tied up 2 night guards and spent 81 minutes stealing 13 works of art. The haul included Vermeer's The Concert, Rembrandt's only known seascape, paintings, Degas drawings, and rare objects. The museum still hangs the...
Now, another important part. What if we want to create a second video? Do we need to redo all the work and add all the prompt guides and scripts to our project? Actually, no, because I will now create a skill with this first project. To do that, I will just type, now, can you please create a skill with all of the project document and assets so that I can create a similar style video with only just an idea? The agent will analyze the full workflow and then create the skill for us. You have to preview it and then save it as your script. Okay, we are done. Now let's create the second video. I am creating a new project. Now like before, I will ask for some video ideas. Once I get this, I will type. Now after that, I will click on the skill option from here and select the newly created skill. Once the skill is selected, I will type. Create a 2-minute documentary video with the idea, and then enter the video idea. Now once you hit the send button, the agent will initiate the project. It will recall the skill and all the project document files to the doc tab. Here you can see all the project document we used in our previous video. Now the agent will create the final video specification. You can preview it. After that, it will write the script for us, preview it, and then approve the script. In the next step, it will create the storyboard, preview the storyboard, and approve it. In the next step, it will create the key elements reference images. You have to preview all of them and then approve them. In the next step, it will create all the video clips using SEEDANCE 2.5. And here it is. All the video clips are ready. Now preview all of them, and if anything is wrong, customize them. Once everything is set, generate the narration and BGM and assemble them to the timeline. And here it is. The second video is ready.
1937, Amelia Earhart flew toward a dot in the Pacific. Earhart and navigator Fred Noonan were flying around the world in a Lockheed Model 10E Electra, closing in on Howland Island.
And look at that, the rhythm holds. That's the real difference. A prompt gives you one video. A skill gives you a repeatable system. This is how you go from, I made one cool video to, I have a consistent series. The skill is your production Bible. So that's the full workflow. Source material in, animated explainer out, with full control over accuracy, structure, and revision at every step. If you want to try this yourself, I've got a link to Flova down in the description. If this was useful, you know what to do. I'll see you in the next one.